How's that sounding? Like looking good. Alright. How's that sounding? Okay, that all sounds good. Stream manager open. Sorry, I'm saying all these things. That way I know I'm actually doing them. Go. Stream manager open. Okay. Should be getting in shortly. I don't have a co-caster. It'll just be me for the time being. Although they know they can join. Let's see. Currently we got 7 of 8. Alright, let's go over what's going on today. Ooh, my nose is itchy. It's the last game of the group stages. Dayu's Entropy versus YourWaterloo's Lithp. It's a highly anticipated game. I think it's going to go to all three. It's round 2 map pool, Burial Chamber, Tempest Shrine, and Lockbox. This is a sacrifice tourney. So, sacrifice, right? You're going to get a soul. It's going to spawn essentially in the middle of the map, essentially. And about 20 seconds in, or 20 seconds in. And each team has the battle to grab it. And then they get to decide which of the obelisks they get to go for. There's 2 on each map. Typically, there's like a favored side, right? So in that respect, it's kind of like capture the flag. You're grabbing the soul, and then you're going to take the soul back to your base. But it ends in the fact that once the soul or flag, however you want to look at it, is in the base, you're then protecting the base, and it's like fueling it, the obelisk, so to speak. And you got to do that for 2.5 minutes. Another interesting thing about Sacrifice Tourney that's very different, from the normal game that you would see just in standard matchmaking, is that it takes 2.5 minutes to successfully sacrifice a soul in the obelisk. So it's 30 seconds longer, right, than the traditional game mode. And then also, you choose your champion before you're going into the game, right? So once you pick your champion, you're locked into that. You can't change mid-game. Um, it means everything's much more competitive, right? Because you have 4 people who are typically picking, right? 4 champions, 4 heroes. They're going to be balanced together or coordinate together really well. And since we have this league, we're seeing a lot of great groupings when teams go up against each other. I'm very curious to see how this goes. And speaking of, let's go ahead and start looking at the maps. The first map will be Burial Chamber, so we know for sure that this map will be played. And real quick, this is the Church of Quake that I keep using, churchofquake.com. And I'm doing it for a specific reason. They have all of these areas that are described in how what I would assume the developer has described these places. Also really nice photos as well. But they also go over the areas, the extended areas of each map. Hold on, something's going on. Probably being... I don't know who that is. I definitely don't think that's someone part of the league. Alright, one moment. So, anywho, the the soul is actually going to spawn underneath bridge. Kind of right in front of these. There's these pillars here, and it's going to spawn right in front of that. So you have two places that you can go to. You can either go to Lava Falls or what they're calling Throne Room. A lot of people want to get the Throne Room, and I'll tell you why. It's a base. It's like an actual base, right? It has walls, it has ceilings. You cannot rocket jump in. You have to go in lower. Once you're in, you can technically rocket jump. Okay, fine, whatever. But you're very limited on your entry. Because of this, here, can I pull it out a little bit? Because of this, people can throw turrets up top or behind the pillar. There's a pillar in the back. You can also just be railing, right? You can kind of see on the walls. There's these little slits, and that's also on the front. So you can stand on these phalanges over by the accelipads and the light armor. You can actually rail through these slats, so you can hit people at heavy. A lot of people don't know this. I mean, yes, you can hit people at heavy. If you're on the other side, you can actually hit people at the top of bridge as they're coming out of bridge, so to speak, from power up. So there's just a lot of angles, lockdown. There's a lot of ways that you, as a team, right, can just hold this one down. Now, isn't to say Lava Falls is bad. Um, it's not necessarily the same, but you can really only come from forward. You can't necessarily come from the sides. There are three entryways, front, left, and right, but I wouldn't necessarily call those sides. Everything's very forward on Lava Falls, on the Lava Falls section. Um, you can also hold it, I think, kind of easily too. I mean, you can have someone in the back railing or using heavy machine gun. Never underestimate the heavy machine gun. It's the poor man's rel. If you don't have a rel, you can still technically get the job done. It's just going to take a little longer. In any case, you can also throw turrets in the back or turrets up front, like on these raised areas over by the obelisk. I just realized this one is not the obelisk map, but it doesn't have the obelisk. But yeah, you can still throw it up, kind of like on the cliffs, so to speak. Also, if I play Skullbearer a lot, it's really hard to charge into this base. Sure, if they're out front over by the obelisk, you can charge and get through. But if they're up top, you're wasting a lot of time just getting up to the back area, if you get what I mean, towards the back where they are. And by the time you get to them, you're pretty much out of your charge. So I think it's really hard to use those movement-based abilities successfully, right? You have to go so much further into the map to get the opponents. What else? What else? Another thing is that the power-up's going to spawn on bridge. It's interesting because it's out in the open. Let's see. On Sacrifice, on top here at the bottom, it's actually a rocket gun. It's not the shotgun. In fact, these may be kind of older images. We'll have to update these at some point, but it's still good information. So you can, and rails even below that. So you can get the rail and the rocket and go up to that point and just overlook the power up, right? You don't even have to really do anything. You can just look at everything. So it's depending on who has the high ground and who's really looking for it, they can really get the power up quite easily. And again, since it's right in the middle of the map, I mean, to the left is the lava falls, and to the right is the throne room. So you can be, excuse me, in and out back into your base in a matter of moments. Give me one moment. I'm going to DM the captains and just let them know that I'm ready for invite whenever. No. There we go. He's online. I'm trying to think of what else we can talk about for Burial Chamber, because I don't really think there's much more. I think these names are so because we have such simple names when we play this. Perilous Outcropping. We definitely do not call it that. We just call that Mega. Bridge of Retribution. Just calling it Bridge. I do think that we should call this area Underground instead of Lower. I don't really think this map has a lower in the traditional sense. It's actually a little confusing to me. But I think Underground does make sense. Underground at LG. All right, all right. I think I just got an invite. Let's see. And then we can maybe move on to the second map. Second map that we're playing again for sure, Tempest Shrine. And where is... Yeah, so it is for sure going to be Dayu and YourWaterloo's team. I'm pretty sure this is Waterloo's team. Oh, they already got a big party going. Okay. Okay, so it looks like Lithp has Waterloo, Heroic Zebra, Najabator, and Andrew Clarence. All really great members. But this is the thing, though. I do think that Dayu... I believe Dayu's team has a better chance of winning the tournament, to be completely honest, Entropy. So while I do think this is going to be a great game that's going to be all three maps, I do think that Dayu's going to clutch it. Hold on real quick. I want to make sure... Round two... Okay, so then the map pool... It's not this map. Burial Chamber. Maybe they're practicing? I don't know what they're doing. In any case, this is the next map that we can talk about. Tempest Shrine. So for sure, we're going to play this. Harbor. It's actually where the soul spawns. It spawns at the lower section of the harbor, kind of by the boat, to be honest. I like this. We always call this power up, but it's actually called Lighthouse. In any case, at 20 seconds, it spawns at lower harbor. And you can take it into Lighthouse Room. Some people will take it to Flooded Hall. Then we have the two bases. We used to say that Ruin Chamber, some people probably still do, say that Ruin Chamber is the best. They usually call it the lower obelisk. And I'm actually starting to doubt this. I'm starting to think that this map, Tempest Shrine, is much more 50-50 than previously thought. And I do think that that's only been possible through the league. I don't think that this is really true, let's say, with typical sacrifice, like in normal pug matches and in matchmaking. I think it's a bit different there. But in these league games, Waiting Room, I have no idea why it's called Waiting Room. I don't imagine a waiting room, but it's called Waiting Room nonetheless. Waiting Room is a lot stronger than I originally thought. You can put turrets off to the side. It's kind of enclosed, And while I do think
Soul
that people
spawned.
can rocket jump over or jump over easily from the upper side,
Soul taken.
I still think that you can abuse the backside stairs. A lot of people choose Galena. There's lots of like lips or ledges that you can throw totems on. And a
Soul
lot of people just throw
spawned.
them even on the obelisk for defensive purposes, right? So there's a lot of stuff that you can do. But in waiting room, you can throw it in the back of the stairs by the heavy machine gun. And you can get overstacks there quite easily if the other team is not paying attention or if they can't penetrate through, right? So it just depends on how well your defense is. But I think a Galena with turrets and a heavy, maybe like a Sorlag, you have a really good team to hold waiting room. Um, Ruin Chamber, I don't think that there's anything wrong with it. I think it's in a similar case. You can throw a turret down on the upper section or on the lips
Incoming
around
fragment.
the top side and still have a very great defensive properties here. The big issue to me is I think a lot of people
Soul
top cap
taken.
and throw it up top quite easily. And they can be like, for instance, they can throw it clear out to heavy,
Quad
or they can throw
spawned.
it clear out over by the power up. And as soon as a teammate is waiting there, they're just in and out in a matter of seconds. It feels to me in waiting room, it's a lot
Soul
easier to
spawned.
catch people as they're running out. But in Ruin Chamber, I feel like it's a lot easier to kind of get in and get out, especially if you're doing the passing method by throwing the soul up. Um, Also, I mean, heavy is very close to it. I think a lot of people can grab that and rail and kind of hold off in the back, kind of towards where rail is and have a great time. You can also hold off kind of the upper side where shotgun is
Soul
and
taken.
nail is actually up top there is a really great place because as soon as people walk in through the power ups, you can just start railing them or overpowering them with all sorts
Defend
of
B.
stuff. So it really just depends. I also think that this is a great map for tribal because of all the corridors and whatnot. So never underestimate that. Here, what's going on? I am going to use the restroom before all this, so I'm wondering if I have time to do one more map. The last map, which I do think we're going to get to, is Lockbox. Lockbox is the tiebreaker map. It's also a map that we don't play a lot. While I don't necessarily think it's one-sided, I do think that there's one side that's a lot easier to hold. Although, again, the league has been showing me
Your
that if
team
you
has the
have
quad.
the right team, with the right team coordination, you can really hold sites that we would normally call bad or tough to hold, right? I think team coordination, the willpower of people using their abilities correctly, using situational awareness correctly, using all these things together, I think can really just you can turn the tide in your favor quite easily. Unfortunately, cesspool is not up. In any case, let's see, where is mid? Oh, that's interesting. This one doesn't have. Huh. It's unfortunate. This one doesn't have it. Well, the blind oculus is one of the obelisk sites. It's where that heavy is right now. This is kind of considered the bad site or the site that people consider tough to hold. Although I say that, I think if you go through the portal and throw a turret up there or throw a turret by the double bubbles up on the ledges or the lips, you can actually hold this quite easily. You can also have people with the rail in the back or holding the heavy machine gun. And heavy is actually down more down the stairs.
Obelisk
So I think you have a great
sacrificed.
chance to get that as well. Man, this is unfortunate. And it doesn't even show the mid area. I bet that's what the cesspool is. Well, below
Round two.
the ion
Fight.
crystal is where the soul starts. We call it the bottom of the
Incoming
toilet bowl, but
soul.
in any case. Bridge is where it goes to the second site. Unfortunately, it's not shown here. That is unfortunate. That's considered the good base. It's like a cathedral. You can really only get in through this front
Soul
passageway. There's
spawned.
also another passageway up above. It's actually all three of them are stacked above each other. But of course, if you can only come in through one angle, well, all people have to do is hold up at the opposite angle. It's also a great map to have the turrets. It's also a great map to have dot characters like Sorlag or Death Knight. Trying to think of what else. Obviously, having a Rel or a heavy machine gunner is great in the back as well, but a Shrog character can hold off as well. It's just a really tough map, and if people get that side, I mean, it's almost GG. You have to play so hard if you want to win this map, get on the other side. What are they calling it? If you get the blind Oculus side. Here, one moment, let's see what they're saying. Oh, whoops. I'm sure they'll be ready soon. Um, no, I got everything here. Well, we've successfully talked about all that. Um, oh, I would like to say, so we do have a prize pool of $600. If you go to my profile and in the links section, I have my PayPal there. It'll also pop up in the chat a few times. You can donate to the PayPal. You can donate to the PayPal directly, and that'll go to the prize pool. We have, I think we're at $645. I'd have to go back and do the math, but we're like at 640 or something like that. In any case, what I'm pledging is 70% of my subs, my, what is it, my bits and my ads are going back to the tournament as well. So we have a pretty decent prize pool. We still have a bit of time for the tournament to go. Get some more as well. Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to talk about. So this is the end of the group stages after this map. The groups are now going to play against each other. Group A, Group B, Group C. All of that's going to happen now. To my knowledge, the last time that Cash Check talked about this, he said that he was going to wait until all the games had been completed before announcing or saying anything about. It's not necessarily part two or semifinals or anything like that, but the next part of the tournament, right? We don't know exactly how it's going to work. They've talked about a few things, but I don't want to say anything yet because I don't know if it's official. But yeah, this is just the end of the group stages, and then we're going to move on to the next stage, right? We're going to see the best from each stage compete against each other. So I think from here it's going to be a bit more competitive. We're going to have some slightly better matches. Um. Oh, hey, thanks for the raid, Kajmul. That's very kind of you. So we're doing the Sacrifice League. I'm not sure if you're familiar with any of this, but we have a team, two teams obviously, about to play. Dayu's Entropy versus YourWaterloo's Lithp. Should be starting very shortly. It looks like I'm going to be solo casting. And of course, this is Sacrifice Tourney. I'm actually going to go pop and use the restroom real quick since we're close to getting in. So I'll be right back. Just a moment. Alright, I'm back. Has there been any progress? Hey, what's up, Kashmir? There we go. Sesame up. Oh, well, everyone's here. So real quick, it looks like we have. Oh, okay, yeah. Now, first map is Burial Chamber, Tempest Shrine, and then tiebreaker is Lockbox. Um, what do we have? Hold on. Dayu's Entropy. Which side is that? I think that's the left side. Oh man, I'm having the bug where I can't see them. It looks like it's Heroic Zebra, uh, Nagibator, Andrew Clarence, and Dayu. Yeah. And then on Lisp's side, they have. Wait, why is Dayu? Is that Dayu's team? I guess it must be. Dayu, Green Thunder, Phantom Snake, and Nubius. Well, then why can't I see those guys? There we go. Heroic Zebra, Andrew Clarence, Nagibator, and YourWaterloo. Okay. They'll resend invite here very soon. Damn, Dayu has a good team. What the fuck? Yeah, I know he does. In fact, actually, I've already said it. I think Dayu has a fair chance of winning the tournament. I think his team has a great chance of it. Well, I see. I'm in a lobby. Whoops. I'm surprised the Europeans are awake this late. Yeah, it's like 4 a.m. for them, but I guess they want to do it. Wait, what's today? Today's Saturday. Today's the last day they can do it, I think, right? I think this is the last day they can do it. Oh, we're still missing one. I didn't even notice that. Okay. So, real quick, this is a round two map poll. Burial Chamber, Tempest Shrine, and the tiebreaker is Lockbox. I do think it has a good chance of going to all three. Um, I still do think that Dayu's Entropy I favor them to win the tournament just slightly, at least from what I've seen so far. So I do slightly favor them, but only slightly. I do think that YourWaterloo's Entropy has a great team as well. I think they're going to give them one hell of a fight. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. Here we go, map 1. I think that both teams have a good chance of winning, but I do slightly favor Dave's team. Right, I'm going to move this stuff back over here so that it's just in one tab. Alright, I remembered I gotta turn my camera off. Got it. Easy. See, I have a Google Doc. It was working well, but then I kind of wasn't updating it. I think I did a lot better. Only thing I didn't do was I didn't talk about champions. So we'll do that as soon as we get in. I did talk about what champions would have been great for each room, but I did not talk about it once they actually picked. Alright, Waterloo, he of course has Strog, Death Knight, Anarchy, and a Galena. These are all great champions. They have the dot, they have the drone for extra damage, like it's kind of a sponge in my opinion. And Anarchy's going to be great for just grabbing the soul and moving it to and from.
Prepare your team.
And of course on the other side on Dayu's team, Entropy. They have some great characters. They have the Doom guy, they have Strog, they have Ranger, and they also have the Visor. I think they're going to have a great time as well. Alright, we're in this. Dayu's going to grab, of course he's going to use the Doom ability, and once he grabs Soul, once he uses Soul and then grabs, he can go super quickly. It's incredible. I mean, I think they should actually nerf it a little bit. He just zooms. It's already back in. We'll probably be abusing that a lot. Phantom taking a lot of damage from Heroic. Ooh, he's going to get denied as well. They're just going to hold. It looks like they're all kind of by rail side. Coming in now. Actually, 3 of them coming. They switched the front side, my dude. Nice roll from Green Thunder. Ooh, he's gonna get railed by a Zebra. Of course, Quad's about to be up, so they do actually need to move and rotate for this. They can't stay in base forever. It's the great thing about the power-ups in this game mode. You do actually have to move and rotate at some point. Another great 2 rails from Dayu. Oh no. Dayu abused it again and just got it for the power-up. Now, he is pretty low, though, but it looks like he'll be able to refill up ever so slightly in base. This is putting Lithp in a very difficult position because they kind of need to push right now, but they're not in a good position. Great rail from Dayu. And he's gonna grab heavy, so even when he's out, he's gonna be full. Even when power-up's over. In any case, they need to push now. I don't really know what they're going to do. They need to save their abilities and push in together. They are all 4 here, though. Heroic does have. I think he's trying to throw to a teammate, but will he be able to get? No, Nubius is going to grab. 78-0. Zebra will be able to grab the soul. He's going to go rail side, maybe even reset. No, I think they want to try and battle it through. They're all 4 here. He's going to go top side. He can use the ability. You know, get a little replenishment, a little movement speed. Galina's going to throw down Totem. But at some point they're going to have to move. He's already lost all of his health. They know where they are. They're pretty much surrounded. Ooh, that's a nice throw. He's going to try and throw it to Nagibator. No, it fell. It's now by power-up. Pretty much anyone can grab now. Phantom's going to take it. Just going to go right back up Tri-Bolt Stairs and put it back in. 85-0.
Incoming protection.
It was a nice attempt. I've never seen someone try and throw it that far. But they tried. It's definitely doable. I mean, if it was just, you know, a few pixels forward, it would have worked.
Enemy has the protection.
Okay. Now they do have proc. It's 99%. Perfect timing, but they have to do this now. Heroic Zebra does have.
You have the soul.
38 health. You think Waterloo's team won the champ pick? I don't disagree that they have solid picks, but it's pretty brutal right now. And of course Dayu again, he's just going to pop his ability and then he'll get the soul, he'll get the power up, and he can just move so quickly back to his base, back to defense or offense, but you know, every time he's used it so far it's been defense.
Round 2, fight.
What do they say? The best offense is a good defense. Is that what they say, or is it the other way around? I only watch Quake, guys. I don't know what other sports say. Already a little action over here by top of shotgun. In fact, Dayu's probably not going to be able to take this. Andrew has, but oof. Yeah, so Galina, he's pretty low. He may get taken out by the gauntlet here. 45 health, gonna throw the crack. He's got to be careful. They know he's here. Fire's still out there? Oh no, he can get through. Even if he dies, he has teammates. And here we go again. Dayu's team has the same map. Let's hope it can be just slightly better for Lisp's sake. Gonna throw to a teammate. Nagibator's gonna try and take it rail side. I guess they were trying to leapfrog it? I don't know. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go, but they're already gonna get taken out. Dayu has... He's gonna try and take it on the return. Going crack? No, Tri-Bolt. It's gonna get caught out. It's very low. It actually got transferred to Green Thunder super quickly there. And it's just gonna keep trading hands and reset, actually. Well, it's about to be up as well, so I would say whoever gets this soul wants to stay for quad. Oh, he missed. He actually hit the pillar there. Oh, they're gonna skip out and just try and get it in. In fact, Waterloo has. That is not good for Entropy. This is a great time for Lisp to get in and just take the soul. There's no one here. It's going to be hard for them to come back and defend because he has the quad, but right now he is struggling and he will get taken out by Green Thunder. Oh, another great work, Rel. Will we get a second? 2 rails. That was nice he was falling too. I didn't say Galinda. I said Galina. I think I'm saying it right. Day is very low. You just get that the small armor pick up here. And the health up above. Yep, there you go, bud. He's already picked off 1 person. Will he be able to pick off a second? They're gonna show now. He can actually drop down, but I think he's gonna try and... Oh, there he goes. I think they have one more chance to get nice rel. I don't know how many rel kills this has been, like 4 in a row. Finally gonna get taken out by Naturbator using fire. Oh no, I don't think he meant to do that. I do not think he meant to do that. It is reset though. 70-0. I do think that Lithp needs to play for the power-up. Yeah, they gotta get proc. They do have proc. They need to get in as a team, coordinated together, and they can take this and go. Best case scenario, they do have Heroic's low, though. They can give him heavy, but it's right into trouble. He has to go down, go tri-boat somewhere. He's getting picked off really hard by Green Thunder, and he just has a machine gun. Nice rocket. 2 great shotgun blasts early as well. But he needs to get through. He has 36 health and no more power up. 38 armor. Mega's about to be up. He can get this. Oh no, it's reset. Whoa! That was nice. I for sure thought he was going to die there. Nice, great forward momentum, I guess, from Heroic Zebra. He also threw the soul in, so even if he had fallen, it would have still stayed. But nice place. Nice job, Zebra. Nice job.
Defend B. So lost. So lost.
Oh, whoops. I forgot to hit H. Who has
So
it?
lost. Capture.
Well, and it's 8-81. You know, they 10% behind them. I mean, 90% behind them. I think they can do this. If they have a nice defense, they play forward, they get the power-ups, I think they can easily still do this. You know, I never try and focus. I mean, yes, you want to focus on the enemy team's percentage, but I think a lot of people, they let it affect their game a little too much. 80% is just 80%. They still have to get another 20 to win, right? So never let that kind of bring you down or already say it's over. Green Thunder does have. I think they're going to play for power up here. They definitely want to. They keep giving power up away to Lisp's team, Dayu's team, but it hasn't really been working in their favor all that much. Ooh, that was nice, but it was a great return rocket from Dayu.
Your team has the quad. Enemy has the quad.
There we go. Everyone keeps dying. It's just going to keep getting changing hands. Ooh, and again. He still has quad. He can still move forward. Oh. Yeah, he can't get any of the quad damage. And of course, it's going to change hands again. He's got to play so safe. Yeah, he's going to reset.
Soul spawned. Soul
He's going to grab. Oh, Green Thunder's going to let Dayu grab with his ability, of course. Ooh, no. He got the rail, but he got rocketed back.
So lost.
It's just going to keep changing hands. 81 to 31. Boy, you are on fire. You need to run. Nice roll from Phantom. There's someone up top.
Soul spawned.
99%. They have to get this reset.
Incoming protection.
It was a valiant attempt. He wanted to use the gauntlet, but didn't work out. There's also 2 people down here. It's just going to keep changing hands. He's on fire. It's not like he can do much. He hit the lip. He can't even throw it down. Change hands again. It'll change hands one more time.
So lost.
Entropy does have. They also do have power up. Nubius just picked it up. Going tribal to try and help his team. There's so many people forward. They have to get in here. Proc is down.
Protection. Enemy has the protection. Defend.
I think this is it. So I'm trying to update everything. Now we're on map 2. Alright, we're moving on to Tempest Shrine here. I'm going to post the screenshots. Schedule? No, screenshots. Bada bing, bada boom. There you go. Oh, and I should label it as map 1. Okay, we're moving on to Tempest Shrine. I'm very curious if we're going to see some champion pick changes for sure. I still think that Doom can be useful. I still think a Galena would be very useful. I want to see an Eisen. I think that's something definitely that Entropy's team needs. They need something with a bit more defense. I feel like they are just not able to do anything. Like they're just being walked over in that sense. But I think they need something that can help them. Oh, and they also need a heavy. Looking at Dayu's team, I think it's just business as usual. Are we actually about to get an Athena here? That would be nice. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see they were waiting on me. Okay, in any case, we're about to go to Tempest Shrine. This is game map 2 between Entropy and Lithp. Of course, Dayu's team just 2-0'd. I hope it won't be this way. Okay, so we're seeing Dayu on a Death Knight, Phantom as BJ. I'm already really liking those. We also see a Galena and a Slash. I'm liking those as well. See a Death Knight. I think I just saw 2 skills. No, it's a clutch. A clutch and an Athena. It's very rare that we get a clutch. It's very rare that we get an Athena. And we're getting them both. Oh wait, no, he picked the BJ in the end, didn't he? I'm looking at my delay. It's 30 seconds. I see what's going on now. I was trying to compare. Okay, yeah, so it's a Galena and a Slash. Man, that goes so quickly. I did see a Scale and a Death Knight. I didn't see who was on the right side. We'll see in just a moment. Again, thanks for tuning in, guys. I just reached 190 followers. I really appreciate that. Next goal is 200, of course. Okay, so real quick, we have a Death Knight, Galena, Skellbearer. We also have a BJ. We have two. We have a Galena on each team, a Death Knight on each team, and a Skellbearer on each team. The only difference is a Slash and a BJ. That's really incredible.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna have to see how this plays out. I mean, it's very interesting.
Incoming soul.
Agitator's already gonna snipe out Nubius. Who's gonna grab this soul?
Soul lost.
Slash, incredibly quick and gets the ability quick kill. She did what I like to do, go through the portal. Oh my gosh, are we already having a little server issues? That's interesting. I go through the portal and then try and go through top. I think it's a little easier, and most people don't expect it. You can also go through shotgun, go through this area and go down, but I think it takes a bit more time. In any case, Nubius was able to steal the soul, and he will bring it back to Waiting Room Obelisk. Don't have chat open. We'll be able to defend. Dayu's just really fighting it. Nubius will get the kill. And Quad's about to be up. As much as they would like to stay here and defend, they do need to move for this quad. I don't even know who's going to have the quad by the end of this. It does look like the BJ. It's not good. Dayu's Entropy is already getting a pretty early lead. And, you know, I just kind of wonder what Lithp is going to do. They can't afford to let this go like last match. They have to push, they have to be coordinated. Phantom just going to keep spamming this rocket, but they haven't really made a great attempt to push, and it's already 63 to 8. It's psyched indeed. They just have to push in together, like they're pushing in as singles or duos, and you know, when you're talking about Entropy as a team of 4, I don't know what you're expecting to do. You know, they have totems just out in the open that they're using. You can't let them do that. Totem, it will be destroyed finally. Nice shot. Oh, he's gonna be charged. You gotta be careful. There's one above Nubius, and then Andrew's right there, and now they're both above him. 3 people on. Nice bull rush. And it's, you know, 99. They have to jump on. They have to push in now. Oh no, they have one more.
Protection spawned.
They don't need power up. Ooh. I also want to point out that they did take the waiting room obelisk, and they chose that and they won pretty convincingly. I wonder if they're going to try that again. Alright, this could be our last round of the group stages. Lithp need to play a little better. I mean, a lot better, to be honest, but they need to play power-ups. They have to get this soul.
Soul spawned. Soul lost.
Run, 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 my dude. Ooh, oh no, you don't want to be hitting walls right now. Where are they going to go? I think they can drop this in pretty easily. Yep, there we go. We are immediately going to be attacked. Nubius gonna get the bull rush kill. 1 HP though. Death Knight does have Dayu. He's gonna try and take it over by power up, but he's being chased. I mean, he's essentially one shot. He's gotta be super careful. He is on. Waterloo. Gonna try and take it off, but he's already being pushed off and be killed by the BJ who used ability. I mean, what are you gonna do? Roach trying to take it top. We'll go back down and up. Confuse him, confuse him. Uh-oh. Right into Dayu's rel. Wow, if only he had fallen on the other side.
Quad spawned. Enemy has the quad.
Oh, let's, why don't we follow quad? Starting machine gun, maybe getting a double kill here. All of the starting weapons are so dangerous with the quad. You just gotta be careful. Having a lot of trouble getting it in, though. I'm not sure if he'll be able to. I mean, they're obviously right there. Yeah, they'll just be able to take it. Let's follow Heroic Zebra. Zebra's just gonna skate pass to heavy side, get it right in. Oh, and immediately gets charged by Nubius. Choo choo. He's gotta be careful. He's a hot target right now. He's got plenty of health and armor though. They're already on. Entropy just skating around. I think she was trying to gauntlet him. Not sure that's what you want to do with a skill bear, though.
Defend
Magibator will finally get the kill there.
select offense.
Nice fire.
You have the soul.
Not sure if it... Yes, they're on fire now. Gotta be careful. Totem's down. You can't get the rails. It is up top by now.
Capture. Defend.
BJ just drops it right back in.
Impressive. Incoming protection.
A little thirsty, sorry.
Defend A.
Andrew clearance on.
Soul lost.
We'll be able to pull it, but it's going right back in. 35 to 9. They can play for this proc. In fact, they have to.
Spawned. Enemy has the protection.
Worst case scenario, Dayu got proc. Or Dayu got power up. It's 46 to 9. If they hold out with the power up here, they're gonna have about 75%, so I'm just not sure what they do. Again, if they can just coordinate a little better, go in together as a team, maybe have two people go through one side and then other singles going through top or mega, you know? But as it currently stands, going in as singles or duos is not really helping them. They do have 3 on right now, though. Here comes the fire, though. It's going to be a barrage. It's going to be so hard for them to hold this. It's already back in. 73 to 9. That's a nice area for the overstack. They've been using them a bit more forward, but that's a great place if you want to get the overstack for the totems.
Defense.
90%.
Defense. Killing.
Nice shotgun blast. And this is it. It's the final moments. They have to get in. They have to push. They have 2 people right there. They have to push for Mega right now. He's on. Oh no. They have one more.
Incoming quad.
If only he can touch. I think that's it.
You win. You win.
Okay, well, we're gonna go see if we can get Dayu in here for an interview. He has got to be feeling pretty good right now. Pretty good. Here, hold on. Hey, Wildman, thanks for tuning in. And Casual, again, thank you for the raid.
Hello?
I got it before you. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, what's up, Dayu? How are you doing?
What's up? Pretty good.
What's going through your head right now? I mean, that was 2 pretty convincing victories right there.
I'm actually pretty surprised that it went as smoothly as it did. I thought it was gonna be much, much more difficult.
I thought it was going to go. So, my original thought was that it was going to go to all 3 and you were going to, just barely win, right? I thought it was going to be pretty good matchups, but 2
Yeah.
zeros, 2 maps. What do you think gave you the advantage? Was it the champion picks, or what do you think?
I definitely communication between our team is it's pretty good. It's not the best, but we constantly communicate. Like there's never a time where we're just not talking and playing. We're always communicating, always telling each other where the soul is and what the enemy is doing.
Okay, so you're just giving call outs, saying where the soul is, and moving based on those
Yes.
call outs. Okay, that's
Yes.
good. That's good. Why don't you tell me about the first map though in your champion picks
First
here?
map was Burial Chamber. Oh yeah, so Doom Guy is my main, so I obviously went with him, and it really helps with his active ability, his Berserker mode. It helps to cap the soul, so that was definitely intentional.
I think every time I switched to you after you had used ability, you had either got power up or soul. I mean, I don't think there was a single time that you used it and didn't get some sort of objective.
Yeah, lots of lesser Doom guys just use it to use it, but I use it for like very specific purpose, and that's how you're supposed to use it. You don't just activate it just 'cause.
Hmm, of course, of course. And do you think the side that you got on each time was also an indicator of winning that map as well, the throne room?
Well, for Burial Chamber, yes, that the castle side is better. For Tempest Shrine, I actually would say that the other side, the side that Waterloo's team got, is slightly better. But at least with Tempest Shrine, the side that we got, it's very, very workable if you have the weapons for it.
So before this league, I would have said that lower side was the side you wanted. But with this league, I mean, I think it's 50-50 now. I think depending on your
Yeah,
team, you can
it's
really,
really close.
yeah. So y'all purposely picked that side both times then for each round.
Well, we wanted heavy side, we couldn't, so
Oh,
that's
oh, okay.
yeah, we tried to
Okay.
get heavy side, but
Huh,
they actually
interesting.
did a really good job at stopping us.
Hmm,
But we were prepared for that. Like we're prepared for like any side, regardless if we get it or not.
okay. Okay. And again, we see a bit of some champion changes, right? You were on Death Knight. We see, in fact, one thing I want to point out is that y'all both had the same exact team. You both had a Skullbearer, a Death Knight, and a Galena, but y'all had a BJ and they had a Slash. So tell me about these three champions. What's so useful about the Skullbearer, Death Knight, and Galena on Tempest Shrine?
Well, Scale Bearer is the bull rush. He can make runs with the soul. That's very useful. And he can also get it back in if they manage to pluck the soul out. Gale Bearer can bull rush right back, kill them, and get it back, and that's really really helpful. And for Death Knight, I really really like Death Knight because he can close off certain passages so that if they want to go through that doorway, they're gonna have to burn to get through it. And Galena, obviously, if you set up the totems right, it's so helpful because you don't have to go and get the health bubbles. You just have them there at base. So yeah, and they all work in tandem, and it's really really useful.
Of course, of course. That Galena can be so devastating on Tempest Shrine. I think with the overstacks and the totem potential, there's so many ledges and lips, just so many areas you can abuse with her.
Yes, Galena is really really good on that map.
Hmm. And I mean, this is the last group stage game. I already updated the bracket. So that's it. You're doing pretty well going out of these group stages. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm really happy. I didn't think that I would my team would go undefeated. So I'm really happy about that. It's really awesome.
Hmm. Now, we don't know exactly how the next stage is going to be, but is there a certain team that you're worried about going out of the group stages from a different group?
Worried about maybe I think I would say the toughest teams right now seem to be, other than our team, is Klub's team because they're from EU and I don't know them, so I don't know what to expect. And I think Wildman's team. I think those are the two toughest teams that we're probably gonna face, I think.
I agree. I think those are, essentially the two other people that are the best in their group, so to speak. Klub is the guy who I think runs the Astoti tournament, so he's pretty well known in the Quake Champions scene.
Mm. I didn't even know that.
Hmm, yeah. Well, Dayu, that's kind of all I have for you. Do you have any closing thoughts? Anything you'd like to say?
No, that's it. I mean, I just want to thank Cash Check for like organizing this SAC league. It's really awesome that I get to like display my skill at least a little bit to some people.
Well, I mean, now that the league's gonna be, over soonish, are you gonna try and do any of those Quake Pro League Challengers League?
I'm definitely gonna try challengers, but I don't know when. I want more time to practice.
I think you could
Sometime
do
in
it,
the
man.
future.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know. I'm gonna wait.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck, man. Great games, and we'll see you in the next stage.
All right. Thanks.
Of course. Have a good day.
Later.
All right. So again, the group stages are done here. I think it may be a little easier to look at the standings now that the stages are done. Whew! Klub's team has 3 wins, and so does, I mean, Entropy. They also have 4 wins. They won all of their games. That's what I'm getting at. Now, yeah, set wins, set wins. I see, I see, I see. And then looking down here, who would have, what's the point difference? Girthwind and Fire. Okay, I see, I see. So it's interesting. He said he was worried about Wildman's team. I mean, they're only off by 1 point. I don't think that's like a great deal, but yeah. JBack's team actually does have the slight advantage here in Group C. So in any case, I think, yeah, here we go. It's already labeled. So the teams set to advance for the next stages are Dayu's Entropy. I think Waterloo's team still goes. YourWaterloo's Lithp, they're advancing. Klub's MK from Group B, and also Witsy Pultsy's team from Group B, B Stream. And then lastly, from Group C, we have Girth, Wind, and Fire. That's JBack's team, and Wildman's mid-tier Midwits. I think those are all great teams. Again, I have. Oh, you know what? I forgot to give y'all your little prediction points. There we go. Um, I still think that Dayu's team. I slightly favor them to win the tournament. I think Klub's team is the team that I think would give them the best run for their money. We'll just have to see how it plays out. Again, now that this is over, the group stages, Cash is going to tell us what the next stage is going to be like. I'm sure we'll hear from that maybe sometime this week. I really don't know. Um, but I don't think it'll be long before we end up figuring out what's going on. So it's now being reduced to we're 13 teams, right? But now with these group stages finished, it's 2 teams from each group. So now there's 6 teams that are going to move on. Oh, you know what? Okay, real quick. I could probably go add up. What are we doing? It's 6 of 8. I need to end the recording. Stop recording. Bada bing.